day 119! Welcome to New Jersey! Oh, you know, just hanging out at the 1,300 mile mark. 1,300 miles! So, funny story, we're actually at 1,300.2. For some reason, ever since we hit the 1,000 mile mark, we've always gone past the actual 1,000 or 1,100 or 1,200 or 1,300 mile mark. We just haven't seen them on the ground like we were when we were back in like 500 or 600 or 700. So we get to a point where we're like, oh wait, we've actually hit it. So we make our own sign and it's been fun.
Just stopped at the Mohican Outdoor Center for lunch. It was quite a great place to stay.
Yeah.
I got a club and we had ice cream and cookies and a Coke, so it was wonderful. And you can get a canoe and hang out for the day. We decided not to, just to keep hiking, but I would highly recommend staying there.
Yeah, if you're not going to stop in Delaware Water Gap, definitely check out the Mohican Outdoor Center because you can camp and hang out on the lake and it looks like a really fun place.
You may not recognize me either, but I have a new hiking uniform. I got a new shirt, got new shorts, and got new kicks because my other shoes, the sole was completely pulling off. So, and they just stunk so bad. I had to get new clothes. So, going forward.
Pennsylvania, we're in New Jersey, and we have to say the rocks weren't too terrible. They did follow us into New Jersey. The best part of the rocks, honestly, was the fact that you kind of had some rock scrambling to do, which was actually fun. It changed up our pace a little bit and gave us something else to do, so it wasn't just always the little rocks. However, on that last day in Pennsylvania, the 5 miles of just sharp pointy rocks was a little bit annoying, and so we were ready to head into a new state. We're happy to be in New Jersey, and we're camping out near Buttermilk Falls Trail, so you have to camp at designated tent sites in New Jersey, and that goes on through most of the mid-Atlantic, I believe. And so we have a nice little tent site. There's a large group of people camping across the way, but we actually found a nice little spot not too far away, and I think we'll have a nice night tonight.
So I'll add one other thing about Pennsylvania. It's not just 80 miles of pure rock. It'll be like a mile of rocks and then a mile of really nice trail and then another mile of rocks and then another mile of really nice trail. So Pennsylvania gets a really bad rap because of like a 5-mile section. Overall, I enjoyed Pennsylvania. However, it did destroy my pair of shoes because they were already like 600 miles old and the rocks just tore them apart in the last little bit. So I've actually switched to the Topos Adventure shoe. No, Topos Athletic shoe. The store in town did not carry Ultras. Ultra couldn't get me a pair of shoes in time. And so I went with this because it's a 0-drop wide toe box shoe. So it's essentially the same skeleton as an Ultra. And I hiked in it today, did 22 miles, felt great. So if you've used the Topos, like it, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, I'll be rocking Topos for the next leg.
Good morning! Yes, I have my beanie on. It is like 50 degrees today. It is so nice. I think the high is only like 79, so it's a really nice break from the weather. I think we're gonna push for almost, I think 23 or 24 miles today. There is some shelters without water, so we're trying to shoot for a shelter that does have water, and so having to stay in those designated campsites. But I think we'll have a pretty great day since the sun's shining and it's nice and cool. Okay, so we just ran into someone named Stan the Man who follows us on YouTube, so we wanted to give him a shout out and say thank you so much. We also ran into another follower on YouTube. His name is Green, and he is also watching us and following along with us this year. So thank you guys so much for just encouraging us, and it was really great meeting you both.
Alright, so after that wonderful trail magic, we decided to call it a day. We were going to go originally another 7 miles to make it a 24-mile day, but instead we ended up only doing about 17 miles. So it was a wonderful experience at the Trail Magic. Thank you so much to those folks. We're camping right here. There's a shelter down there. But yeah, the main reason we decided to stop though is because tomorrow morning they said they are coming back to do coffee and breakfast, so we'll show you them again tomorrow. Thank you so much for the Trail Magic, guys. What's your name?
Good morning. We are the New Jersey Bear Grillers, pork rolling on the AT, and we are here serving a traditional New Jersey breakfast of Taylor ham, egg and cheese sandwiches. There's a couple right down here in front of you if you want to get close up. This is our 3rd year doing this, and this is our give back to all of you guys through hiking on the AT.
Thank you so much.
Woo! Enjoy your day. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much, New Jersey Bear Grillers. The Taylor ham sandwich was amazing, so thank you so much again for coming out and loving on some thru hikers. It definitely was a wonderful stop last night and a great breakfast today.
And just 5 miles later down the road, check out what we run into. Trail Magic number 2 for the day. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We had blueberry, banana, and white chocolate homemade from scratch pancakes, which were amazing. That's a setup stand. And also all these goodies, coffee, more Pop-Tarts, water. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. Thanks for stopping by.
We're at the top of the monument. Woo!
Alright, so when you're in New York, you gotta order pizza. Did you think we would be in New York without telling you we crossed a border? So the AT crosses back and forth New Jersey, New York, just like it did in the Smokies with North Carolina and Tennessee. So we're not officially in New York yet. We're still in New Jersey, but the town that we went into last night was actually in Unionville. New York had some great pizza. They have a town like park where you can camp, so we camped there, and now we're back on trail. Okay, so we were supposed to do 17 miles today, but ended up only doing like 12 and a half. So what happened was after the boardwalk, I got a little bit overheated and Sandals' foot started to hurt, and we took that break where we had the ice cream, and so we were like, hey, Karma, who is going to pick us up at the 17-mile mark, our friend here in New Jersey, we asked her, said, hey, could you possibly come and pick us up early? And she was sweet enough and came and picked us up, and so now we're hanging out at Karma's house. Hi.
Thanks, Karma.
No problem.
Thanks, Abby.